people is what data business is. It's not data and software, it's not data and technology, it's data and people. And that's basically, that's the biggest thing for me.
I think my biggest takeaway from the programme is just to stop and reflect. I think in industry we have a habit of actually getting very action orientated very quickly and diving in. I think the biggest takeaway from the programme is to step back and actually really ask the right questions, the why and the what, before diving into the how.
The Masters programme for us, we feel it has been a tough journey. I know Tig said it today in a very emotional moment before we broke for lunch as to how important it was and how, I suppose, proud we were of the work that you've done. And I think it is fair to say that maybe even the posters at the back of the room do it some justice, but not all justice.
I would say a lot around design thinking. Like the organisation I work for is heavily engineering centric, so a lot of the design thinking tools and technology and design thinking and modes we actually use in our organisation today.
I suppose all of the design thinking tools like empathy mapping and customer journey mapping, a lot of the agile techniques. I work in IT, so I'm going to be leveraging those as well as action research.
I absolutely think this programme is unequivocally one of the finest I've seen because of what I'm looking at down the back of the room. This isn't a makey-up, fictitious set of projects that test your academic strength, but it is one that will affect, and I've spent a lot of time with a number of people, Maria being one, and I'm excited when this is over that we don't just put this thesis and this showcase on a shelf and we go off and do your PhD. This we now need to bring back to EMC for our side and join up the thinking and see where we take it and make that 2 million, 20 million or whatever savings. But it's even more than that. It's going to lead the way in terms of some future strategy, because our goal very clearly going forward is to influence and shape that EMC strategy. So the practicality, the one thing that really excites me about this is the practicality of the work you're doing. It is relevant more than anything I've seen. I'm not taking away from any other programs in any other location, but this is really practical, and I'm sure that the feedback that Alan has given will help it even be more practical and tied into where we're going.
I suppose really it's about how we can enable the business to think about data and data-centric problems in a different way, and to really get value and impact for the business.
So the techniques I'll continue to use most, I think I'll certainly look on design science in its 3 different cycles, and I will definitely use the likes of visual thinking and the business model canvas.
I've had a wonderful 2 days listening to all the guys give their presentations, and I think for me the most inspiring thing has been just the heart and soul that everybody's put in. You know, there's a huge amount of talent has been part of this Masters of Data Business program, and you know, you should all go away with a genuine sense of satisfaction and achievement from what you've done. You know, if in our industry the opportunities that are arising from data analytics, data management, we're only scratching the surface, and I think, you know, echo Bob's words there in terms of, you know, what an opportunity time this is for us.
Takeaway from the programme is really about the power of conversations around data and what data does to enable informative conversations that really haven't happened before, to the level of information that's available. That's the big takeaway.
The use of visualization to get your point across and even help someone explain something to you. So when we were getting the problem statements and getting what the actual crux of the problems were for businesses that we needed to solve, they weren't coming across through interviews, but when you got them to draw them out, they looked a bit different.
technique that I am hoping to use now is action research, the concept of diagnosing, action planning, action taking, evaluating, and then reiterating around that with a specific project in mind that I'm getting involved in the coming weeks. So I'm thinking I have to start diagnosing this problem now, and let's start seeing how well we can apply these techniques to seeing that project through.
Techniques that I'll use is definitely the design thinking. It was very powerful in being able to frame up problems, in understanding what the problems are, and making sure that you're focused on the problem, the scope isn't drifting and that sort of thing.
I think then there were some tools from design thinking and also from Agile, which is very much around user centricity and understanding the needs of your users and the perspective of your users before actually trying to solve a problem. I think these are the key ones for me.
But I wish you well in your career sincerely. I hope it takes you to the next level and that you will contribute, as I know you will, but also a sense of achievement. Thank you very much.